A lot of LSU softball. She's an All-American in left field. Not only does she do it with the bat, good
ground
shot
ball to
there.
Ellistat. A first pitch, Ellistat to Rowe, and there's one down.
Wow, Scott, this crowd is dynamite tonight. This is the first real sellout here and the first big crowd that I've seen this year here. Of course, if the Tigers and the Cajuns played Tiddlywinks, we'd sell it out.
I'm sure we would. Are there Tiddlywinks teams at the two clubs, two schools? Sierra Briggs, we talked about her in the pregame.
And there's that elite changeup I talked about. It's as good as anybody's in the country, I think.
Well, Yvette, you and I have done a number of games together. Heck, even when I interviewed you over the years, you were always stressing the importance of off speed and of just changing speeds and making people be on their heels a little bit.
Well, if you got a rise ball, you got a drop ball, you got anything that moves, you still got to have something that's going to throw off timing of hitters.
Yeah. And
really, elite changeups are what makes All-American pitchers.
And this one's fouled back. So 0-2 on Sierra Briggs. Sierra
Briggs did actually make an error this year, but she's gone 2 years without an error.
Well, she's a Rawlings Gold Glover. This one to Landry. Landry will throw it to Rose. Did they make it? They just got her.
That's a good play by Landry because Briggs can run.
Yeah, Briggs, the leading stolen base person for the Tigers.
But she moves well down the line, of course. She's a slapper there, but Landry gets some mustard on that throw and gets her out. That's a tough play for any pitcher.
Taylor Pleasance, the shortstop for the Tigers, 277, 7 homers, 36 RBI. Multiple players for the Tigers who can go deep. Outside corner, strike. That had some pop, Coach Gerard.
I'm sure Sam Landry's got some giddy up to her tonight. She's probably pumped to see this crowd here.
This one comes in high, 1-1.
And it is a sellout, as we said, Scott, and it doesn't look like there's an empty seat in this house. If you see one, they're probably going to get something at the concession stand because it is sold out.
Right at Landry, right up the middle. That'll be a single, your first hit of the day. Pleasance through the gap. Maya Davis will bring it in. So with 2 out, Pleasance is on first.
Pleasant's batting average out of conference is so much higher than in conference. Of course, she's on Team USA. I'm not sure there's a better shortstop in the country than Taylor Pleasance.
Raylene Gutierrez, the cleanup hitter, the first baseman. Gutierrez, 6 homers, 33 RBIs. She's got a .315 average. Gutierrez went 0 for 2 in last week's victory by the Tigers.
Last week, the Cajuns struck first. Of course, they got to bat first. Crater with a leadoff home run.
This one goes to left field. Hayden can't get it, just over a glove. Pleasance will round third.
And that ball gets stuck in Ellistat's hand.
Yeah, you don't see that.
No, it got stuck, and then she tried to hold up the throw, and it happens.
Pleasant in for the first run of the day. Tigers lead 1-0. Gutierrez will go over to third.
Gutierrez is the most improved Tiger on this team. She gained like 20 pounds during the summer and really worked hard on her power game. And you see there, she realizes she doesn't have a play at home, and she just kind of lost control of it. Good job there by Valdez. She just kept a run from scoring.
Mackenzie Rudity in now for the Tigers, a junior, hitting .344, 5 homers, 18 RBI, and Jerry Glass.
Tries to come inside on her. Rudity has really come on lately in the last month. She was hitting 9-hole, and she's moved up to, she led off one game, she's been the 4-hole.
Well, she led off against the Cajuns last week, went 2 for 4.
Now, I haven't seen this in a while.
to Rowe. Rowe will touch the bag. The Tigers are done for the inning, but they've scored first.
What's going on here?
Sam Landry. Oh, this one comes in high, hits her in the shoulder. Rudity will go over to first. And now third and first.
And this is where Sam Landry really needed to step up.
Yeah.
Of course, nothing's hurt her yet.
Off the shoulder. So Rudity at first. Gutierrez at third. 2 outs. Tigers up 1-0. Carly Petty at the plate. This one comes in high. It's past Valdez. And the second run of the game as Gutierrez comes in.
And that's what we were talking about, the start. She got 2 quick outs and then gave up 2 hits. And
just came in high.
Just threw it away a little bit right there. It happens. Got to be really careful with the runner at third.
So Rudity advances to second. Tigers now up 2-0.
Of course, this game is never decided in 1 inning. There's 7 innings. But this is, if it stays at 2-0, this is exactly how the game started in Baton Rouge, except the Cajuns were winning.
Fouled off on a check swing. Carly Petty hitting .299, 2 homers, 24 RBI. Petty 1 for 3 in last week's victory by the Tigers.
That ball just hit her bat.
Landry comes in high again.
Yeah, that rise ball is just, it's too much out of the zone. It's not a usable pitch.
Right now it's a capital R on rise, and they need a lowercase, don't they? So Sam Landry 2-1. Fouls it back 2-2.
You want a ball that moves through the zone.
Carly Petty, the senior second baseman for the Tigers.
Really good pickup for LSU. She's been really steady Eddie at second base on defense and swings a pretty good bat.
Fouls it back again on a high one.
Almost had her on that pitch on the changeup. Carly Petty has 24 RBIs.
Sam Landry facing Carly Petty, still a count of 2-2, and it's 2-0 Tigers.
Once again, out of the zone with that rise ball. Just gotta.
Yvette has had too much excitement, too much juice, out of sync.
Maybe she's just gotta lower her eyes, pick a spot on the catcher somewhere and just lower your eyes. Hard to, you know, when everybody says it's your release, it's too late, it's too early. That's tough. I think that hit her on the elbow.
I think that hit her too, yeah.
You know, and Jerry Glasgow's come out once already. If he comes out again, he's got to pull her.
And do you let your ace work it through while it's only, I say only 2-0 to the number 7 team in the country? Well, there's Glasgow.
He might be making a change already. Wow.
40 Ks, 22 walks.
She of the curveball fame. She's going to throw it on both sides of the plate. She comes in and throws a strike. She can change speeds. She's developing that changeup. And as I said, she's a good matchup with the Tigers and all their lefties. And she's going to come in and get that last out.
All right, this time it's Langoliers over to Rowe. The inning is done. No homers, 11 RBIs, 18 steals and 22 attempts. The reigning stolen base champion in the country.
You know, we talked about Sierra Briggs, but golly, Maya Davis is a good center fielder. Just a sophomore. Made one of the, there it goes.
And there you go. Davis. That one will roll to the fence. Davis will keep going all the way to third. She's sliding in.
I don't know if you can hear this crowd on TV, but they just erupted.
I don't know if you can hear us on TV. The crowd is erupting as Maya Davis leads things off for the Cajuns with a triple.
And she did this pose at third base. Everybody's having fun playing softball tonight.
Maddie Hayden, the junior left fielder for the Raging Cajuns, now up, the reigning Sun Belt Conference Player of the Week. Hayden takes one high, 1-0. Maddie Hayden and no homers, but 24 RBI. Great weekend against Southern Miss.
Just these two players right here, they can just scoot around the base pass. They're very good with the bat. You saw Maya Davis kind of show bunt, then slap, and then she kind of slapped for power with that. But she can straight hit, so can Maddie Hayden.
Chafin 2-0 on Hayden. This one fouled back. Now, Yvette, you said Rhea Setter you think is a good matchup pitching-wise for the Cajuns against LSU. Is Chafin a good matchup against the Cajuns?
We'll see. Chafin can be very, very good. And then there's times when she can get hit. She was a pitch away from, that should produce a run.
Comes home. Davis is safe.
Will we put the headset on?
Petty scooped it up, came right home. But Davis slid in.
It was close, Scott.
Yeah, it was.
In the old days, you could have blocked home plate, but you can't do it anymore. And Hayden does her job. She gets the ball to the right side of the infield. That's exactly where you want it, and she is safe.
And she is safe.
Yep, good call, Blue. It's amazing how many times they're correct.
You've said that.
Because, you know, coaches think they're always wrong. I'll say it. Of course, we are a little prejudiced. Our emotions take over and we think, you know, we're safe or we're out all the time.
Laney Crater, the junior, hitting .355.
But an answer by the Cajuns to get right back in this. And they will. They're just, both clubs are good clubs. They hit the ball. They're good at, you know, what they do, scoring runs.
Crater, the designated player, 7 homers, 20 RBI. In the hole. Maddie Hayden will stop at second.
Nobody out.
And the crowd taking over again.
We could have both pitchers not make it out of the first inning, Scott.
And Yvette, I want to say, all right, so Hayden's got speed second only to Davis. But credit the Cajuns coaching staff for stopping Hayden and knowing where that ball is in right field.
Rudiday has a cannon.
Because
she has a cannon.
Hayden would have been nailed.
Yep. She has a cannon in right field. So, and, you know, Jerry Glasgow knows that. They've watched, scouted each other. So, I mean, there are no secrets. Everybody's on TV.
Alexa Langoliers, 323, 8 homer, 38 RBIs, 36 RBI. This one comes high and inside.
We haven't seen any changeups from Chafin yet.
So the Tigers jump to a 2-0 lead. Chase Sam Landry from the hill.
And you know, Petty was aggressive and tried to get her at home, but it was Maya Davis running. If it's anybody else besides her and Hayden, they might not score.
That's a nice pitch on the outside corner. Langoliers now 2-1. Chafin comes through with a much-needed strike. Beautiful day at Yvette Gerard Field. This one comes in high and tight, 3-1.
We can't see the bullpen from here, but I'm sure the Tigers have somebody warming up.
Langoliers, 8 homer, 36 RBIs, 600 slugging percentage. Fouls it back.
She has been hot. Some home runs lately.
Langoliers, Ellistat, Hayden. There have been a trio of them that, and they played incredibly well, obviously, with a big lead in the Sun Belt. But
I keep saying that if I was in a dark alley, I wouldn't want to see Langoliers. Her and Valdez, when they come into the hitting position, when they're in the box, they look like they want to just kill the ball.
And Chafin walks Langoliers. The bases are juiced, and there are no outs. And that'll bring to the plate Brooke Ellistat, hitting .364, 6 homer, 37 RBI. She leads the Sun Belt in RBI in Sun Belt play. She's got 31 in Sun Belt play.
I expect Beth Torina to come out here at any second, but she hasn't yet. At least to talk to Chafin.
Ellistat, this will drive in a run.
It's a hit parade, Scott. It's a hit parade.
The single to left field, and we are tied at 2.
Both teams brought their bats tonight. To staying long and going oppo, not trying to pull that pitch. And here,
since Kelly Lynch knows what she's doing most of the time.
It's the big strikeout pitch, and it's the big home run pitch, too.
So Sam Rowe, the grounder to short. They get the force at home.
Jerry Glasgow's not going to be happy about that. She sees the first pitch, and she hits it to the left side. That's the last place you want the ball to be hit, either to the right side or out of the infield so they can tag.
So Victoria Valdez, the Cajuns' catcher, to the plate. Valdez gets this one high to short. The pop out, and there's 2 quick outs.
2 pitches, 2 outs for the Tigers.
And just a minute ago, the Cajuns had the bases loaded with no outs.
They could have blown this game, and they still can. There's just 2 outs. But they could have blown this game wide open here.
Cecilia Vasquez, Yvette and I were talking off camera, and she's become quite the hitter. Hit 305.
That was a good rise ball right there. Bergeron didn't catch the top of it. It was moving through the zone.
So ball and no strikes on Cecilia Vasquez, hitting 305 for the Cajuns.
Still have the bases loaded. No place to put her if she walks her.
Vasquez, 5 homers, 13 RBI, 43 appearances, 40 starts. But Kelly Lynch is close to getting the Tigers out of this inning.
3-0.
She's also close to walking in a run. Cecilia Vasquez, the count 3-0 on her from Kelly Lynch. Bases loaded, 2-2 ball game. And they are going to call that one a strike.
Screwball in the inside corner.
Yvette, I'm not sure about that one.
I thought the first pitch was a strike. What is going on? Did he warn somebody? Can't argue balls and strikes, of course, every coach does.
3-1 on Vasquez. Another strike, full count now. And Lynch has gotten back in on Vasquez after falling behind 3-0.
That one was low.
Comes inside, it's a walk. The Cajuns score another run. Prater will cross the plate, or Langeliers will cross the plate. 3-2 Cajuns now. Kayla Falterman, the right fielder, at the plate. 115 hitter, no homers, 3 RBI. Great defensive player out there for the Cajuns.
Tigers are really playing their infield up close. Expect Falterman just to tap the ball and go, but that creates some holes here.
Another one comes outside, 2-0. You know, Lynch, after getting 2 outs on 2 pitches,
wants to know where those pitches are. The strike zone, it's minuscule for both teams. It's just changed so much.
Falterman takes a strike, 2-1 now. Shadows coming over right field, getting towards center, towards the Raging Cajun logo. Packed house, fans on top of Bourgeois Hall. This is what softball's all about. 3-1 now on Falterman. That one just a little bit outside. So Lynch dangerously close to walking in another run.
Jerry Glasgow saying that ball's got to be a beach ball. All 4.
And another walk. So Lynch walks in another run, and it's 4-2 Raging Cajuns. We haven't even played a full inning.
It's wild.
I told my wife I'd be home a little bit after 8. This may not work out.
Everybody that's involved on the field needs to take a big, big chill pill breath. But how much fun is this?
Maya Davis laces one to center. That scores 1 run. That'll score a 2nd run. And it's now 6-2 Raging Cajuns.
Maya Davis. We talked about Sierra Briggs, 2-time Gold Glove winner.
Second base, and it is now 6-2 Raging Cajuns.
And this place is electric.
So again, we haven't finished a full inning. Let's do a brief recap. LSU jumped out 2-0 in the first, chased Cajuns ace Sam Landry from the hill. But now LSU on their second pitcher, and it's now 6-2 Cajuns.
Yeah, both teams have changed pitchers already and can't even make it out of the first inning.
Maddie Hayden hitting .353. She is up. Cajuns on second and first. 25 RBI for the left fielder. This one high. This one infield. Manning will come under it. The inning is now over, but...
And the offense she generates she is special.
All right, so Madison Manning to the plate, facing Chloe Riazetto. Manning, a freshman from West Monroe, Louisiana.
We haven't seen much of Manning. Of course, the Tigers lost their starting third baseman, Danica Coffey, which was a huge blow to the Tigers, defensively, offensively. Manning's mother played basketball at Arkansas Tech, and she has a sister who played softball at Louisiana Tech. She is the third Tiger to try third base since Coffey got hurt.
A liner foul ball off to the right side. You heard the oh.
Yeah, did somebody get hit?
We're all looking to see if somebody's okay. I can't tell anything from your vantage point.
See the trainer up. No, I'm completely blocked, but you see the trainer over there. Oh, wow. Was it Chafin that got hit? Insult to injury.
Boy, that would have been insult to injury. So 2-2. Manning fouls another one back from Riazetto.
So the Tigers have 7 lefties in the lineup. They have 2 righties tonight. Manning, and well, we'll see if Lynch hits for herself. What do we have here?
Well,
foul ball or?
I think it's a ball. Well, what are they doing? So they're bringing Manning back. All right.
Let's see if the ball hits the bat.
It hits the base of the bat.
Freshman, you got to sell it a little bit better than that. You just got to take off.
Acting lessons from Coach Yvette Gerard at her summer camp. 2-2. Outside corner, no.
Blue is tight. He's tight tonight. On both sides. On both sides. Like I said a while ago, I thought it was a strike. I thought that one was pretty close.
Yeah, we thought Lynch got nailed on a couple pitches that could have been strikes. This one goes to center field. Maya Davis takes a couple running steps in. There's one out. Hit it well, Yvette.
Yep, Manning hit it on the screws, but right at Maya Davis. You know, it was an atom ball. She didn't have to move much.
Designated player Sierra Daniel, the freshman, up, and boy, for a freshman, she's nailing it. 365 in 28 appearances. She was
had some games at third base. They've tried 3 freshmen at third base now, trying to recover from the Coffey loss.
Daniel's got a double and a triple in limited action.
You know, Scott, we keep talking about this atmosphere, but it's a regional atmosphere.
Yeah, it is.
And I'd say it's 90% red and white in this stadium right now.
Great prep for what will be coming in a few weeks.
Our ball's fair.
Valdez will throw it to Rowe and just get her.
Valdez shoots out like a cannon from behind home plate. She's impressive. She moves well.
Here in Lafayette, a couple good catchers. Valdez here, Torres on the baseball side of things. Big, relatively large people. They pop up really quickly.
Yes. She's nimble.
So Newland, the leadoff hitter, she grounded out in the first.
That's a very good curveball on the outside corner to Newland. That's where we talk about being a good matchup to the lefties.
336 hitter. Outside corner.
And
strike two.
the level of that pitch, dynamite. It's not elevated. Cajun fans clapping in rhythm and stomping their feet on the metal bleachers.
Pop up, Riosetto catches it. And
Manning, freshman from West Monroe. All three players are freshmen, trying to replace the irreplaceable senior at third.
So it's 1-0 on Laney Crater, 361 hitter, 7 homers, 20 RBI here in the bottom of the second.
Good looking change up there from Lynch to even the count at 1-1.
Lynch came in, got a fly out and a pop out, and then 2 walks, a single and a pop out, 6-2 Cajuns. This one's fouled back by Crater.
You know, the Cajun bats have really caught fire here in about the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, they outscored Southern Miss 20-3.
Yep.
For another series victory.
You know, we just say that like it's a given. It's mind-boggling that stat of just dominating the Sun Belt for 10 years.
A ball and 2 strikes. Lynch facing Crater. Gets a piece of this one, but right at the left fielder. Nice grab by Newland. Newland didn't have to take too many steps. But she nails it, super left fielder for the Fighting Tigers.
I've said for years that the Cajun softball program could be in the SEC. I mean, it's a fabulous program.
All right, to the plate for the Raging Cajuns. Number 23, Alexa Langoliers, hitting .323, 8 homers, 36 RBI. This one will go up the middle. Nice stop by the shortstop, but the low throw just can't be picked up. And Langoliers is on at first.
That's a good hit, but golly, you can't find too many more shortstops in the country that could make that play.
Oh, Pleasant's range. I mean,
she's like Inspector Gadget, and almost had enough on that throw, and usually Gutierrez makes that catch.
It's a low throw, but as Coach Gerard said, usually that's grabbed.
But as we said, there's not too many shortstops that are making that play. You know, she's over 6 foot tall. She's got just a ton of range, balls that she gets to that you think, no way.
So Elistad, who singled with an RBI. There's the force and the double play. The Tigers are out of the inning. So we've gone to our coach, talk to their coach, because she was both coaches. Beth Dorino, Yvette Gerard, I'll let you guys do the talking.
Well, on air, I just want to congratulate Beth again for breaking the all-time record at LSU for most wins. Congratulations, Coach.
Well, that record holder that had it before was a darn good softball coach. So to be mentioned in the same sense with her, I must be living right.
Oh, she's being very kind.
Okay, how did the Tigers get back in this game?
I think we're okay. I mean, I think, you know, we just got to chip away at it. A ton of ball game left and just keep swinging and swing our way right back into it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Beth Torina, head coach of the LSU Tigers, who just recently passed up Yvette Girard as the winningest coach at LSU. How'd you feel about that?
Records are made to be broken, and Jerry Glasgow needs to break mine over here.
And of course,
I never even thought about it till she broke it that I held the record at both schools.
And of course, you're a fan of Beth Torina.
I am. You know, she could have excluded me. Jerry Glasgow could exclude me and say, hey, we don't want you around here, old lady. This is our show now. But neither has done that to me.
Sierra Briggs, the center fielder for the LSU Tigers. Fouls it off, facing Chloe Riosetto. Riosetto's come in and done a nice job since taking over for Sam Landry at the top of the first. Briggs grounded out. If you recall, the Tigers' first two quick ground outs when facing Sam Landry, and after that they did their damage. 1-2.
Well, it's following the pattern of the game last week, except the roles are reversed. The home team jumps out quick.
Briggs, nice scoop by Ellistat. Off her knee to Sam Rowe.
Cajuns playing much better defense than they had previously. Shoring it up.
Watch that play.
Ball hit well.
Watch Ellistat down on that right knee and off her knee. Perfect throw.
Last couple of Tigers have hit the ball well, but Cajuns have gloved both of them.
Pleasant's got things going for the Tigers with the first hit. Scored the first run with the single in the first inning. And she also had tremendous range on a play that Tigers weren't able to convert defensively, but we can sing her praises in multiple ways.
She's going to be a hard person to replace in that lineup.
1-1 as Riosetto faces Pleasance.
Picked on one of the two USA teams to participate in this summer.
Why do I feel like there's multiple players that could play on USA and national teams right here? Riosetto will catch this one. That's a couple she's had like that. What does that say about the pitches she's throwing, Yvette?
Well, it's a much better outing for her than last week. I mean, it was a good matchup last week, but I mean, she's just a little sharper tonight, I think.
Riosetto last week went 3 2/3, but gave up 8 hits and 4 runs, 2 of them earned. But she's come in for Sam Landry, and I mean, Yvette, it's been ground out, line out, ground out, pop out, ground out, pop out. And 2 of those pop outs have been just barely back to her.
Well, she's got to spin the ball, and she's doing that.
So Gutierrez doubled in the first, drove in the first run. One and one. Right down the middle.
Yeah, that's one Gutierrez would want back.
1-2. Cajun fans would like her to get out of the inning.
A little low.
Cajun fans were hoping for some love for the outside corner.
Well, they better get used to the fact that the zone is a little tight tonight.
Fly ball, foul. In between Ellistat and Hayden. Still 2-2. Corey Riosetto's been spot on since coming in for Sam Landry in the bottom of the first. But facing Gutierrez, who's got 6 homers, 34 RBI on the year. To Langoliers, nice stop, over to Rowe, and the Tigers go down 1-2-3. We have gone through, Coach. Talk about Chloe Riosetto, what we saw last week against the Tigers and what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, you know, I thought she threw really well last week. When you looked at the chart after the game, 6 of her hits were on borderline strikes. And I think it was just one of them nights. They weren't hit hard, but they were well-placed balls. LSU competed really well at the plate. But I had total faith to go back to her if we needed to. And when things got a little discombobulated, we had some technical difficulties with the signal system, and it got things off time for Sam, and I just calm it down by going back to Chloe right here.
Jerry, what do you tell Sam Landry when she comes out and she just wasn't quite in sync?
She's my girl. She knows she's my girl. Like, we've been together. I've been recruiting her since 7th grade. I love that kid. Like, she's an unbelievable student athlete. She's extremely smart and bright. So she perceives things really well. And we just got to get ready. She's ready to go right back in right now. The first sign of trouble, we're putting her right back out there. And she'll be fine.
Last one for you, Coach. This atmosphere. This has regional atmosphere to it.
That's so good. And it's the beauty of LSU playing Louisiana in the regular season. It gives us both that regional type experience. And it's so good for the little 7th, 8th grade freshman, sophomore girls in Louisiana. And I'm stealing that from the first time that Beth and I talked about this game. Beth said, let's do it for the kids of Louisiana, not Jerry Glasgow. Beth Farina said that. And that's to go to her credit for making this thing happen.
Awesome, Coach. We'll let you go back to work.
Thank you.
Coach Jerry Glasgow, the Raging Cajuns, 6-2 as we enter the bottom of the third. How many victories away is Jerry Glasgow from?
I have no idea, but that was a classy statement on Jerry Glasgow's part.
All right, so we go to the bottom of the third, and up for the Raging Cajuns, Sam Rowe, the first baseman. Rowe flied out in the first. It has been a crazy game, and we're only in the bottom of the third.
We have to go back and look and see how long that first inning took.
Yeah, because the last couple have been pretty quick. 2-0.
Kelly Lynch asking, was it out?
Kelly Lynch just wants some feedback. So it's kind of like sending in a manuscript. You just want feedback from the editor. What didn't work here?
She just kind of lost that one.
Yeah.
But you might see a lot more runs now, Scott, because the strike zone is small.
So 3-0. Lynch walked a couple batters in the first when she came in for Chafin. 3-1. Sam Rowe hitting .331. She has hit 6 out of the park with 31 RBI.
Good change up there on a 3-1 count.
So Lynch bouncing back with 2 strikes.
Got a lot of trust in a pitcher to call that pitch when you haven't shown it much, but as we talked about, she's a 5th-year senior.
Ground ball, Pleasance, nice throw. Boy, she makes this one look easy.
Yeah, she's, if she was a guy, she's a first-round pick, making millions of dollars.
I mean, just effortless. And she's throwing like sidearm, and she's got
the best arm angle of any female I've been around softball-wise. She can throw it from any angle.
Victoria Valdez, the next batter for the Cajuns, gets this one high in the air just like she did earlier. Pleasance will come over behind third base. 2 out.
First 2 hitters, it's a Pleasant show over there. And you see the effects of the rise ball. You see the weak pop-up.
Cecilia Vasquez, the shortstop. She walked in the first. A 2-out walk that kept the inning going.
Crazy first inning, as we said. In Baton Rouge, the Cajuns jumped out early. Tigers came right back. In Lafayette, Tigers jump out early, and the Cajuns roared back.
Vasquez slaps a strong single to left. So a 2-out single for Cecilia Vasquez. That'll get the average up a little bit more.
Lineup is starting to produce really efficiently for the Cajuns, 1 through 8. They'd like to get the 9-hole hitter up a little bit.
Kayla Falterman, she walked in the first. Falterman hitting .115, has 4 RBI.
Gotta love that sign, crack it open, Falterman. Pretty original here.
Oh, I love watching this guy and his signs. Nice bunt. Lynch will look, and there's no one.
I'm not sure where Perry was. That ball is hit up the middle, and the senior second baseman just, I don't know, she just lost it there. I guess she thought the ball was going to go up the middle more.
Lynch picked up the bunt and looked and looked. And by that time, Falterman was at first because there was really no one to throw to.
And they had an obstruction on the runner going to second, but it didn't really matter. She was already there. And look who's up to bat.
You mean Maya Davis?
Yep. With runners on first and second. Ouch.
Ouch, yeah.
Nothing.
Look at, yeah.
I can promise you there's nothing soft about that ball. It leaves some ugly bruises.
Davis fouls off the bunt, 0-2.
2 outs, runner on first and second. You never know what Jerry Glasgow's going to call. That was a bunt right there. Maybe she did it herself.
Vasquez on second, Falterman on first. To Lynch.
It's a big out for Lynch.
The high bouncer, she's able to track down and get Davis out. So,
and do you realize, you know, you could have players sick, you could have them hurt, just bad weekends. Or just a bad day. Just bad weekends. Yes, it's just utter, sheer dominance.
Riazetto back to work facing Rudity. And, you know, the first game against Southern Miss, a tight ball game, 2-1. But after that, the Cajuns just pulled out the big bats.
Well, their bats have come alive. What a better time to do it than, I mean, before you know it, Scott, we'll be in postseason.
2-1 as Chloe Riazetto faces Rudity. Rudity hit by a pitch in the first. Low.
Postseason, the third part of the season, that's the most fun.
Yeah, this regular season's almost done.
Yep. You got preseason, you got conference, and then you got when it really means everything.
This one to left field, Hayden going back. She will turn back to her right and make a nice grab.
Yeah, she
was going left and going left.
I think she's saying, give me a better scouting report. That ball was hit well. She did a great job because that ball was tailing away, and only because she's so talented does she make that play. A lot of left fielders would have just gotten burnt.
Swing and a miss as Petty comes to the plate. Petty also was hit by a pitch. Petty was the last batter faced by Sam Landry.
And Scott, you know what her dad's name is?
Petty.
Tom Petty.
No.
Yeah.
But not the.
Not the Tom Petty.
But still, there's probably a lot of discussion and fun.
Base hit.
Yeah, base hit. And to left, Hayden will play it off the wall. No, Davis will.
It's going to be close, but no cigar.
Langoliers can't scoop it up. So a nice little hit by Petty. She gets the double. Watch this one.
Oklahoma State transfer. As I said, she's been a fixture at second base. Kind of unlike her on that play before when she didn't cover first on the bunt. Happens.
So Bergeron. This one laces foul. That could have been trouble.
Cruz Bergeron played her high school ball not very far from here. Notre Dame of Crowley.
She was a lady pioneer.
She was. Hold all kind of national records for home runs.
It's still a great softball program.
Yep, you're right about that. State championship this weekend in Louisiana in Sulphur. State high school championships.
Inside corner.
And I got two great nieces coaching in it.
Oh yeah?
St. Joe of Plocheville. And the other great niece is playing on the team. She's in the 8th grade.
Fly ball, Davis coming in. Nope. Hayden will come in.
Hayden's ball all the way.
Maddie Hayden covering a lot of ground this inning. There's 2 out.
Of course, the Cajuns have more hits, but what they've been very good at is getting hits with runners in scoring position. And LSU, they don't have to get it all in one inning, but they sure would like to get them when they get runners on base.
Yeah, I guess she said, as Coach Torina said, chip away.
Yeah. Got a lot of innings left, although you're not home team.
Manning, the freshman, lined out to start the second.
She did hit the ball well.
Fouls off to the right side, 3-2. Chloe Riazzetto, she's been practically lights out since she came in. Inside corner, will not get the call. And they act surprised.
Let's see here. Well, that's the same thing as the rise ball from Lynch. He doesn't want it at that level.
Yeah.
He's not calling it.
Umpire's been hard on Lynch. He's hard on Riazzetto as well.
Were they strikes? I thought so.
Fly
Doesn't matter
ball,
what
Davis
I think.
going back, just before the track. The Tigers are down. We are going to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers go down. Tigers had 9 hits, scored 1 run.
Well, when you got somebody throwing 74 miles an hour.
Nice job as Manning comes in, rifles it off to first. Gutierrez makes a stop and Maddie Hayden's down.
So far, Manning is passing the test. She's 0 for 2, but she's hit the ball well.
You know, Lynch has come in and pitched pretty well.
She has.
As she enters the 4th inning.
Yeah, she inherited a bases loaded situation and
facing Lainey Crater, hitting .358. Crater takes it outside. Yeah, Lynch came in, gave up a couple walks and a single in that first inning in which the Cajuns scored 6 runs. But since then, a line out, a single, double play, a ground out, a pop out, a single, a ground out, and a ground out. This one off to the left. Newland can't quite get to it.
Well, Lynch was the winning pitcher against Tennessee when they got that 1 win in the series. Threw a very good game there.
And you said, you know, Lynch, a 2.45 ERA, which is tremendous. And you said, you know, maybe at times some consistency, but we can already see when she is on, when she makes some incredible pitches, and we both think there have been some strikes that she should have gotten.
Has a changeup that, again, you got just great outfielders. The read off the bat. The read off the bat is the key. And Davis and Briggs are 2 of the best.
We were singing Sierra Briggs' praises in the pregame. And what a great catch. A well-hit ball by Crater, but in the box score, it'll just say out.
Yep.
Alexa Langeliers holds up. A ball and no strikes. Langeliers, .328. She singled in the second. She walked in the first.
2-0. Missed with a rise, and I think that was a curve.
So LSU a tough SEC, and it doesn't get any easier out of conference this week. This one in the gap, and this one's gone. Alexa Langeliers to right center. Briggs takes a couple steps back and can only watch it. The Cajuns make it 7-2.
Definitely a hitter's pitch there, a 2-0 count. I don't know if we can see the pitch, but that ball just kept going. You saw Briggs just turn around and look at it.
I knew it was a gapper. I thought for a second.
I think it's a curveball.
I thought Briggs might have a shot at it, but she knew she didn't.
And the fan in the stand made a nice catch.
So the Raging Cajuns add another one, courtesy of the home run by Alexa Langeliers. That's now 7-2. And it doesn't get any easier. Brooke Ellistat, the Raging Cajuns super third baseman. Ellistat, .366. She's hit 6 homers, 38 RBI.
You know, the Cajuns played a murderous schedule at the beginning of the year.
Boy, didn't they?
The win-loss record took a beating. They didn't look very good at times defensively. And spotty hitting, but these bats have caught fire the last month.
This one goes foul. Well, you're talking, Oklahoma, and you're talking Texas. And there were some heavy hitters in a couple tournaments.
Well, in the early season tournaments were just out of conference schedule, I believe, is in the top 5, if not number 1.
Another foul back. But the old saying, Yvette, you get better by playing the best.
That's right. And the bats, it takes them a while to come around sometimes. Pitching is usually ahead of the hitting.
Tigers, meanwhile, started out like a ball of fire.
Yeah, 24-0. Then they hit a stretch where it was like, what just happened? And they climbed out of it. And
Tigers 35-10, all 10 of their losses in SEC play.
And wait till Oklahoma and Texas join next year. What a conference.
This is a whacker. This goes to left center. And that one's gone. Brooke Ellistat. Newland gave it a jump, but back-to-back homers by the Raging Cajuns.
It's bombs away in Lamson Park. She gets the home run chain. That ball was elevated right where Ellistat said, thank you.
Much like the Langoliers home run, elevated.
Newland giving it all she had, trying to climb the fence to get that ball.
Yeah, Newland had a shot, small percentage shot.
It's Mardi Gras. We're getting stuff thrown at us.
And we're getting fans saying my team is red hot.
And they're throwing red hots at us.
8-2 now. Raging Cajuns back-to-back home runs. Sam Rowe to the plate, 328. She's hit 6 homers, 31 RBI.
And not hitting is contagious, but got a big old smile on her face right now.
Well, it's a shame for Lynch because she was cruising along pretty well, but back-to-back homers now. Langoliers and Ellistat, solo shots. It's now 8-2 Raging Cajuns.
Well, I told you we'd see some more runs put up. And I think that's the way the game has gone now. You see these scores. Scott, when you were covering us back in the day, it was 10 to 15 strikeouts a night.
Oh, yeah.
2-1, and you fought for every run.
Yep.
Of course, that's how slapping came into being.
So Sam Rowe, 328 hitter, excellent first baseman for the Cajuns. She's played all over the place too. I mean, she's been a designated player. Early in the season, she played a little third base. And she too has gotten into a groovy vet. She was a little slow out of the box at the beginning of the year.
Cajuns needed a first baseman when Allred went down, and Jerry Glasgow has probably said, you want to play, figure out first base.
And I think she has.
Yeah, she has. Scott, if you can hit, coaches will find a place for you in the lineup. They'll forgive the defense. Can't let in more than you can drive in, though.
And Rowe walks. And Yvette, just a word on, Rowe's defense. I've had no problems with that. I think she's been really solid.
She has. Good receiver at first base.
So Victoria Valdez to the plate. Valdez popped out. She's done it twice, actually. She's gone high in the air to the left side both times. I think Pleasance has caught both of them.
Cajuns have a 6-run lead here.
Valdez holds up. They call the inside strike. 1-1.
Now that's that pitch that's hadn't really been getting called. Guess maybe it was
well, maybe he's getting comfortable.
It might have been a tad lower.
This one goes high and hard. Is it going to be foul? It is foul. And for a second, folks were thinking back to back to back.
For a second, they were thinking run rule. And that's a home run swing right there.
Valdez had a lot of pop to it. This time up the middle, the single.
And she just threw her bat at that ball. When everything is going right.
So Rowe moves over to second, courtesy of the single. Of course, Valdez is at first. Well, that's a lot of help.
Well, you want me to be honest, right? Well, she wants to get out of this inning. And she wants to give her team a chance to, I mean, you don't let pitchers just die out there getting rocked.
Cecilia Vasquez, the Cajun shortstop, hitting .313 now, 5 homers, 14 RBI. 1-1. A 1.97 ERA. That's kind of nice.
It's good in today's game. I mean, before, I wouldn't have gotten a look at All-American status, but it's good these days. And you see that drop ball just, it's there and then it's gone.
65 miles an hour is what the gun says on that one. 1-2. Berzon a strike away from getting out of the inning for the Tigers. So it comes outside, 2-2.
Yeah, she tried to get her to fish, but that wasn't a usable pitch.
Sam Rowe on second, Victoria Valdez on first. 2 outs. Cajuns have added 2 solo homers. It's now 8-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Vasquez ground ball to third. The bag will be tagged by Manning, and the Tigers are out of the inning. I know, Danny Broussard, head basketball coach.
Thank you, Danny.
Over at St. Thomas More. 36-minute first inning.
And it seemed like that.
I get all choked up. I have to give credit to Danny Broussard, but
or yeah. That you have to even say St. Thomas More.
Nah, I'm okay. I have love for Danny Broussard and Lance Strother and those guys.
Talk about a good softball high school team.
Oh my gosh, Coach Wag.
She has got that program, has been for a while, rolling.
1-1. The other innings have been a lot shorter than the 36-minute one. Again, thanks to Danny Broussard. How did he figure that out?
Probably looked it up. Well,
I mean, he's a boys basketball coach. How would he know about minutes? 1-2. Sierra Daniel comes to the plate, fouls it off.
Maybe he rewinded the game or something and timed it.
One more prop for Danny. I mean, the guy's won multiple state championships.
What a family of coaches.
Yeah, Ricky Broussard, his brother. And then Danny, one of the best around.
Coach with Danny.
Coaches and guys.
Coach with Danny here and at LSU.
So 2-2, Sierra Daniel at the plate. Trying to get something go from the Tigers. Victorina saying they need to start chipping away, but they're running out of time here.
Yeah, they are running out of time.
To left field route, and Maddie Hayden grab it. Oh my gosh.
I told you, both outfields are superb. Nothing soft about this game.
I mean, this looks like danger, and then in the outfield, oh my goodness.
Cajuns can feel this. They're gonna be diving. Look at Riasetta. I appreciate you.
I mean, behind every good pitcher is a good defense.
Absolutely. And here's our counterpart in left field.
Newland,
who has made a ton of those catches herself. My gosh.
Allie Newland, heck of a left fielder for the LSU Tigers. .333 average, 8 homers for a leadoff hitter. That's impressive, too. 34 RBI.
Well, once again, Coffey was the leadoff hitter, so they've kind of juggled that position, trying to figure out the starters, the igniters on the offense.
And Newland batted third against the Cajuns last week. She went 1 for 2. This one goes to left. Hayden going over and over. 2 foul outs, but 2 impressive foul out catches.
Hayden is everywhere. And this crowd, I think this is the loudest I've heard this crowd in a while. Of course, you got metal bleachers and a metal awning, so.
Well, you got multiple things. You have a great softball program, which you helped set in motion. You've got the LSU Tigers visiting. You've got television, you've got great weather, and you've got great play. Maddie Hayden's made 2 great foul-out catches. And that brings in Briggs, Sierra Briggs, the center fielder. Again, as we're talking about great outfielders, here's another one. .353 hitter, 2 homers, 19 RBI. Briggs has grounded out twice. She went 1 for 2 last week against the Cajuns and drove in a couple runs.
Somebody yesterday asked me if I was confused. I had a Louisiana softball shirt on and a Tiger cap. I said, nope, not confused.
Just being cool about your allegiances.
I'm Switzerland. Oh, that's a good pitch. Definitely a strike.
So 3-1. Briggs was all ready to go to first.
Tigers have run into a buzzsaw here tonight. Hot Cajuns team, crazy fans, jacking them up.
Another one lined foul on the left side. We half expected Maddie Hayden to catch that one too. She dove for one in foul territory, made the catch on Daniel, and she ran in foul territory to her right and caught one on Newland.
Briggs is trying to get the batter's box to her liking, and she's getting booed by the fans.
Foul ball. We're getting props. Dan McDonald, who usually sits in this chair, is saying he's listening. He's in a hotel room, and he says we're doing a nice job.
He's probably very jealous he's not doing this game. It's exciting.
Ground ball, Ellistat to Rowe. 1, 2, 3. And the
brag about.
Yep.
Oh.
Nice, great. Wait, she loses it. Gutierrez lost it for a second.
Had a little circus act going over there.
Falterman goes over to second, but the tag is made.
I thought for sure that was a surefire double play. Gutierrez is as good a first baseman as you'll see, but the ball's hit so hard.
Well, and then you've got the speed of Davis coming at you, so you probably get a little nervous about that. So she's able to recover and tag Davis out before she gets to the bag, but Falterman's over at second.
Yeah, and that's another base runner for the Cajuns in scoring position.
Maddie Hayden, a single, a pop out, and a ground out. And excellent defense out there, too.
Hayden family has been very, very good to the Cajuns. Older sister standout here.
Is there another Hayden in the pipeline?
That I don't know. Somebody text me and let me know.
This one into the hole. Falterman will hold up at third. The throw to second. Hayden is out, but Falterman comes in to score. It is now 9-2.
The Cajuns are a run away from a run rule. I mean, everything is going right for the Cajuns tonight. Look at this. You just stick your bat out there and goes through a hole. Not that I would ever take anything away from Maddie Hayden.
12 hits for the Cajuns.
To the moon.
To the moon, Crater. To the moon. The Honeymooners.
You can't possibly know about the Honeymooners.
Well, when I was growing up, the Jackie Gleason show was on, so it wasn't the original Honeymooners. But he had a Honeymooners segment on his variety show.
Because I was a little girl watching that in black and white.
No, he had a little Honeymooners segment every episode of the variety show. And that's the only thing that's really stuck to me. Hey, Ralphie Boyd. Okay, I'm really embarrassing myself. Good.
No.
Or well.
It's pretty good.
Laney Crater, a big swing and a miss. Well, how would you know, Coach Gerard? I mean,
because I am that old. But I was just a little girl.
That's right.
You see that drop ball there.
And that one will end the inning. Nice strikeout. But the Cajuns get another one. It's now 9.
No, just what a family, huh? What a family of coaches, players.
And good people. Good people. All right, here we go. Top of the 6th, Taylor Pleasance. As Chloe Riosetto comes in and continues her work. It's hard to believe Rosetta did not start the game. You know, she comes in, Sam Landry gets 2 outs and then gives up a couple runs. But Rosetta since then is just
Jerry Glasgow said they noticed something that she wasn't that far off last week against the Tigers, and they just had to fine-tune a few things because we talked about her being a good matchup against all these lefties. And right there, that curveball is so hard for the lefties to catch up to.
As awesome as Riosetta's been on the mound, that's her first strikeout of the game.
Well, your first goal is to strike out hitters. Your second goal is to control them. What she's done is control, but she worked ahead, and she could work that curveball off the plate.
Gutierrez to the plate now. Gutierrez doubled in the first, drove in the first Tiger run, and she's grounded out. In the air, and maybe a touch of confusion.
Well, that's the second time I think that Ellistat doesn't go all out for those balls, and I think that's hers.
Ellistat's wandering over. Vasquez comes over very quickly, and
she's I think she's kind of drifting over there, and I think that ball, when that ball is in the air, somebody's got to catch it. Because the next pitch might be over the fence.
Yeah, this is
not an
Gutierrez.
Easy play. Not an easy play by any means, but
Gutierrez is at 6 out and has 34 RBI, so she's got some pop. In the air to center field, Davis racing in, makes a great shoestring catch. I don't think I've ever gotten to say shoestring catch all these years of broadcasting. Nice grab by Maya Davis.
Well, Langoliers, I guess she was playing up, but she did the right thing by falling on the ground. You want to go down, outfielders want to stay up. I guess Davis was calling that ball off. Once again, speed. You don't have that kind of speed, you're not getting to that fly ball. So they steal a lot of base hits away, Scott, and you just kind of forget about it.
No, because the box score says out.
No, because they're so good that the day they're gone, you realize how good they were in the outfield.
Tigers, Mackenzie Reduti.
The Tigers' night last week. It's definitely the Cajuns' night tonight.
Hit by a pitch and lined out. Big swing. I mean, Riosetto, ground out, line out, ground out, pop out, ground out, pop out, ground out, line out, double, fly out, line out, foul out, ground out, strike out, fly out. She has been spot on, giving up 1 hit.
That is the epitome of controlling hitters.
There's the second hit. Hayden keeps it in front of her. But the Tigers have a runner. Is this the beginning of the chipping away? They've got 2 innings to do it.
Rudity's bat has really come around here in the last week or two. As we said, was hitting in the 9-hole and moved up.
Carly Petty hitting .307, couple homers, 24 RBI. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Raging Cajuns up 9-2. Petty gets a hold of this one. Davis goes back. Davis goes back, makes a big jump, and makes.
I think the fans thought she caught it.
We all did. Makes the watch of the home run ball. How about that?
They really, these fans really thought she caught it. She certainly made an all-out effort.
So Carly Petty, dead center.
I don't know if we have a shot of how close she was to catching this ball from our center field camera.
Davis goes back.
Oh, she
touched it.
She did have the ball.
She had it in the glove.
Bet you that chain. I bet you that chain disappears by next week, by tomorrow.
All right, now a bit of shaky moments.
Pure athlete, oozing with ability.
Madison Manning, the third baseman. You know, she's hit a couple really hard. She's 0 for 2, but she's rocked a couple. She's got an 0-0 average, but
you're right. She has hit the ball hard with nothing to show for it.
I mean, Manning lined out in the second. Then she flied out deep in the fourth. 9-4. This one in the air. Davis coming over. Falterman coming over. Davis will make the catch. The inning of the Raging Cajuns. Langoliers a walk, a single, and that solo homer in the fourth.
See if Berzon can keep the Tigers as close as this. 5 runs now. 5-run lead for the Cajuns. Whereas a while ago, it was 7, very close to our run rule.
This one comes in high, 2-0. Here's what Langoliers did last time.
So strong. And look at this fan.
A nice catch by the fan. Just grabbed it and said, yeah.
I think he's more excited that he caught the ball than that she hit a home run.
It is 3-0 as Berzon faces Langoliers here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's low.
And 4 straight pitches. As Alexa Langoliers adds another walk, her second walk of the day. Good day of work for her. 2 walks now and a single, and of course a home run. Brooke Elistad having a heck of a ball game. Go, Yvette, sorry.
This is the last midweek game for the Tigers.
Here's what Elistad did right after Langoliers.
Elistad having a very nice night. Right now, she might be our player of the game, Scott.
She might.
We'll see how this ends up.
Elistad takes it low, right around the knees, though. 1-1. Langoliers on first, courtesy of the walk. Swing and a miss.
That drop ball's a good one.
That came in at 65 or so. Berzon's got a little pop.
Yes, she does. She can, as we said, she can get up to 70. Not on maybe on her drop ball.
This one comes right to Berzon. She'll get the force out.
Yeah, too slow to turn 2. Ball was hit too slow.
So 2 outs. Elistad now on first. That'll bring up Sam Rowe. Rowe, a fly out, a ground out, a walk. Cajun first baseman hitting .328. Inside corner. Called a strike. It's been a really nice softball atmosphere. We're not done yet.
Great night for softball, and we've had a whale of a game here, especially if you're a Cajuns fan.
Good defense by Bergeron. She got up quick. Made a good stop.
Both catchers are very nice receivers, got good arms.
One comes in low, 2-1. And Berzon only a sophomore.
She's had a good sophomore year. It was a learning experience for her as a freshman in the SEC.
Rowe had a big power swing at it, but swing and a miss. 2-2. Coach Serena's got to feel good knowing she's got Berzon for another couple years.
Oh, yeah.
And Rowe goes fishing low, and it's a strikeout.
See the beauty of the ball staying down.
So Victoria Valdez, the Cajuns catcher.
And you see that drop ball just, it's unhittable. And the Cajuns aren't picking it up because those are balls that they're swinging at them because they can't identify it up.
1 for 3 for Valdez. Couple pop outs. She singled her last time up in the 4th.
Another strike.
Cajuns have had runners on in every inning. This one gets away, low pitch, a wild pitch.
Cajuns have Elistad in scoring position at second base.
So Valdez facing a 1-2 count, but now Elistad, Cajuns' third baseman, is on second. Foul ball.
No, that ball's in the dirt. She's out.
That will end the inning.
I think she swung. Softball teams right here on Interstate 10.
So here we go. Top of the 7th, last chance for the LSU Tigers. And it's Sierra Daniel hitting .354. As Chloe Riosetto comes in to try to close things out. The last inning, the Tigers touched her up a little bit with a single and then Petty's home run. But she's pitched a pretty fine ball game. Daniel trying to change things and get the Tigers back in it. This one's fouled off. 9-4 ball game. I love the fact that the Cajuns and Tigers play because there was a stretch where these things didn't happen. Nice stop, Vasquez over to Rowe, and there's one out.
Man, this crowd has been amazing tonight. Ball hit well. Daniel, she barrels up. I've seen her countless times, and she barrels everything up.
Vasquez, heck of a stop, and that ball dropped right in front of her, so that's a hard one
it's a hard
scoop
play.
right up. Riosetto facing Newland.
Frozen on that backdoor curve. Good pitch by Riosetto.
Allie Newland, ground out in the 1st, foul out in the 5th. So comes the left field. Maddie Hayden takes a couple steps over, and the Cajuns are 1 out away. That'll bring up Sierra Briggs, the center fielder for the Tigers. Raging Cajun fans are up. I'll have to stand up too so I can see.
I'm looking at the monitor.
See, you're smart about that. I'm living in the moment, Yvette.
Only because I can't see. I got the cameraman.
I wasn't that smart enough to think about the monitor. Sierra Briggs.
I got a few obstacles in front of me, so.
0-1 as Riosetto faces Briggs. This one's fouled off to the left side. I swear, Maddie Hayden's gotten me into a habit where anytime something fouled off to the left side, I still think she's going to get it.
What an atmosphere, Scott, tonight here. It's a regional type atmosphere.
Young fans in front of me, they're bouncing on the bleachers. 1 strike away. Swing and a miss. And the Raging Cajuns have gotten the victory. Down goes Briggs. And Louisiana beats LSU by the score of 9-4.